The coin you are holding is a 1965 Washington quarter, an extremely important date in the history of U.S. coinage because it marks the first year that the United States Mint completely switched from 90% silver coin production to the modern copper-nickel clad composition. Before 1965, all Washington quarters from 1932 to 1964 were made of 90% silver, but due to a nationwide silver shortage, high silver prices, and coin hoarding during the early 1960s, the U.S. Mint decided to eliminate silver from dimes and quarters, beginning in 1965, replacing them with a more durable and far cheaper clad metal structure, consisting of a pure copper core sandwiched between outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This huge transition makes the 1965 quarter historically significant because it became the first widely circulated non-silver quarter. Since the series began in 1932, the Mint produced an enormous quantity of 1965 quarters, more than 1.8 billion pieces, to quickly replace silver coins, disappearing from circulation. During this period, the Mint also intentionally removed all mint marks from coins from 1965 to 1967, meaning your coin correctly has no mint mark, and it could have been struck at either the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco Mint. On the obverse, the coin features the classic left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, with Liberty across the top, In God We Trust to the left, and the date 1965 along the bottom rim. The reverse, not shown in your image, depicts the heraldic eagle standing on a bundle of arrows, framed by olive branches as a symbol of balanced national strength and peace. Your coin shows normal circulation wear, with smoothing on the high points of Washington's face and hair, small surface marks, and general loss of detail, all of which are typical for a coin nearly 60 years old that has circulated extensively. Although regular 1965 quarters are extremely common and generally worth face value, the year becomes very important to collectors because of the possibility, though extremely rare, of 1965 silver quarter errors, which occurred when leftover silver blanks from 1964 were accidentally fed into the coin presses. These rare silver planchet 1965 quarters are worth hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on condition. Another sought-after variety is the 1965 double-die obverse, which shows doubling in the lettering or numbers, though most examples are minor. Other errors known for this year include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, die cracks, and struck through. Grease errors that cause missing or faint details on Washington's face or the wording, because the Mint was running its presses at extremely high speed to meet the national shortage. Errors in this era are more common than usual, though only dramatic ones carry significant value. In typical circulated condition like your coin, the monetary value is low, but its historical importance is extremely high because it marks the turning point from precious metal coinage to modern clad coinage in the United States, a change that permanently redefined American everyday currency. Collectors of Washington quarters, clad coinage specialists, metal-detecting hobbyists, and numismatists all recognize the 1965 quarter as a milestone coin that represents the end of silver circulation, the beginning of modern minting technology, and the massive economic shift taking place in the mid-1960s. Even though it may not carry high dollar value, it remains a meaningful collectible because of its story, its survival through decades of circulation, and its role in one of the most significant changes in U.S. coin history.